Ooh, I forgot that. All right, we are doing some more testing. Uh, I can see something I already got to fix. Hello, hello, hello. For anybody that may jump on or see this, uh, I'm doing more live stream testing. So, uh, not expecting a whole lot of people to stop by. I don't want no feedback, so let me mute my computer here. Uh, if anybody caught yesterday's little test, uh, it went semi okay. I didn't really have the choppiness, uh, but I did have a couple of instances where I was not able. I was not able to log in. I'm trying to see if I'm logged in and playing on all my other channels. The restream is playing. It should be. Trying to check LinkedIn. Uh, hey, what's going on, everyone? Appreciate you stopping by there, Mr. Ray. Again, this is just a test, so uh, trying to check. You're on YouTube, so obviously the YouTube is going okay, and I see that LinkedIn is going as well. Uh, Connection was restored. Let me see if Facebook, if I'm going to Facebook. Looks like I am, but let me go to the Facebook group. Streaming well. Yeah, it's going well. I was given a couple of suggestions to try to see if it would uh, take care of the issue. Rebooting my modem um, network was one, so hopefully that'll clear it up. I don't know how that'll do with. I'm going to test logging in again as a guest from my other computer and see how it still goes. But wait, I want to make sure I did not click Instagram. Ah, and that's that's the thing. You gotta click it. I gotta remember to click Instagram before I move on with the show. Otherwise, go live in Instagram. Otherwise, I'll forget and I'll just do the show and think that I'm streaming on Instagram, and it's because it's showing my video live, but I have to click go live for it to actually be live. So it's crazy the hoops that it makes you go through. Uh, I'm excited about it too. Hopefully, which is why I'm doing these testing. Hopefully, everything goes well and it goes off as a smooth interview. Let me throw some of these comments in here. Mavo, I see you. Appreciate you. Just stopping by again. Everybody, by the title, it's a test. I'm just trying to check out these scenes and really put the show through a stress test, as much of a stress test as I can. Again, last yesterday's evening's test was good, but I did have issues again when I tried to log in and kick myself out. I did have some issues logging back in to the broadcast, but I'm working with, like I said, support. Ecamm support suggested reboot, so we'll see how that goes. And if I still have issues logging back in, let's see. But if you do happen to stop by, or jump in, say hey, I will, while I am testing this, you know, conversate and enjoy the company. Like I said, I am. Looks like I'm streaming on all the platforms there. So, uh, oh, and Mamo, you're watching on Instagram, so definitely let me know how audio and everything is coming across. Again, um, I don't listen to the audio, so your feedback definitely helps me to kind of continue to refine this. Let me take this down. Uh, like I said, I already saw some stuff I need to adjust. Should be writing this down, but let's see. Jump through some of the scenes. I want to see if I can. See, that shouldn't be set for. I don't want that to autoplay. Okay. Okay. Now it should. Yeah, that audio plays slow. Yeah. See, if you're watching from Instagram, that little, like I said, I'll still have not been able to figure out that issue with it not playing all the way through. I'm gonna have to test on that, but fortunately, that's not a huge issue, and it's only on the vertical that it does that. So, of course, I don't have a guess yet. You know what? Here's my one of the scene, and my explosion for some reason always wants to show a little too on the vertical. So that's another thing I gotta figure out. Sometimes it plays all the way through, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. My audio platforms, that plays good. Of course, for those checking out on LinkedIn, uh, obviously, Instagram. You can check us out now live on our Instagram channel. Right. Facebook. I always encourage everybody to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. You know. Yeah, I hated to have to do it, but I took, the animation. I went to simpler graphics for these other ones. If y'all remember, I used to have animated uh, social media overlays, but that was just really intensive. So I had to really kind of stream down a little and optimize the scenes so it's not quite so heavy on my machine. So you don't see any movement on that. But on the YouTube, I did keep it because this is the channel I'm really wanting everybody to get connected on the YouTube channel. Obviously, your support is definitely appreciated. Buy me a coffee. I have a buy me a coffee page. I'm still working on my Patreon page, putting that together. But buy me a coffee, and I love coffee. So buymeacoffee.com and at Down Terrell definitely helps to support me in the channel. I don't like that shadow being so thick. I think I need to tighten up on that shadow just a little. I wonder if it'll do it to the copy as well. Okay. Let me. What else do I? Oh, sponsor logo. Or logo. Always working, always working on getting new sponsors for the show. Okay. Uh, uh, like I said, I haven't tried bringing myself in as a guest yet, so you know the scenes. And I'm thinking about ditching the kind of the bar and really go a little more simpler and just putting the name in inside the video box. So as opposed to having the black bar there. Social, that social channel comes in okay. You guys can hear my applause, I'm sure. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Please, again, let me, excuse me, let me know how the audio, if you would, how it's coming across, because I want to know if it's playing herky jerky, freezing or whatnot. It seems to be playing, it seems to play really well. Obviously, me doing a solo. Uh, I am recording now the ISO from this camera. I'm going to try recording ISO from this camera. Uh, Obviously, the main camera. I'm not going to record ISO from this camera because I'm going to record ISO from the guest when I log in. I'm going to record ISO from my other computer as I log in as an guest. So I can record. That may be a later down the line test because I know that would really uh, give me a lot of files and put a lot of strain on if I recorded separate ISO from all my cameras uh, plus my guest. So, but on this one, this test, I'm just doing two cameras right now. All right.
Name's Joel Deadmau5. I've been following Jonathan Wimbush for quite some time, and stay tuned here as he dives deep.
That's my guess reel. I'll let it play through in the background. But I just wanted to see the scene come up. See if it came up and played. Should let it play all the way through and let me know. Again, I don't think I have. Let me see. Just have one person watching. Anybody that just happens to jump on, this is just a test, live stream test that I'm doing. But I would appreciate, you jumping in the comments and throwing any feedback on just how it's coming across from where you're watching it. Really trying to put as much stress test on this week as I can before Saturday's show. Uh, it seems to again be playing okay, but I am only in one camera. Only got one source in right now. Let me jump to this thing. Job. Man, the job's board. I'm wondering if it's because I have it on a different page on Stream Deck. Always takes forever. Let's see. Okay. Jobs board. Let me see. And for those that may catch this, David Walker and Dion Parson have been rescheduled. Uh, Dion's going to be in October. But David is next month, the 15th. We were able to get him rescheduled for next month, the 15th. So looking forward to finally sitting down and having a fun conversation with him. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay. Next week's guest. Yeah. See, I always say I have to go through the scenes beforehand before I start live streaming just to kind of get the scenes loosened up and get the green deck loosened up. They seem to run a little smoother. Let's see. All right. Jobs board. See, now that page looks a lot quicker now that I've already looked at it once. So I guess it's about loading it in RAM or in memory, which I guess is, now that I think about it, why it works better when I go through the scenes. Let's see if this is my party one here. No, I need to adjust that. Okay. That scene slid over. So as you can see, I need to adjust those two scenes. That scene, and I'm pretty sure the confetti one is the same way. Yeah. So I need to adjust that. All right. Like I said, I checked the applause. The explosion. Okay. Weird. I know this prize wheel is going to take a minute. That's another one I have to. Yeah. So that's a web overlay. So that was going to be slow. Let me try spinning the wheel. Test spinning the wheel. I got to bring up. Jeez. I'm gonna log into my account here and bring it up. And let's test out the spin wheel. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can tag that somehow to a Stream Deck button, because it's a little. It would be a little much to have to keep continually going to the web page to activate it. And the winner gets what does the winner get? The winner gets a t-shirt. A Color Emotion t-shirt. But we do have, even though I'm not using the spin wheel, I do have kind of a little fun giveaway going this quarter in honor of us, even though the first two episodes we haven't been able to do a full episode, but in honor of us kicking off now live streaming to let me take that off, to our Instagram page, doing kind of a little fun giveaway. The first comment that comes through during the live show from the Instagram channel the Instagram feed gets a Amazon gift card. So I don't think anybody did try the last episode. The first episode did, and I gotta send that off. All right, let me see. I did the applause. I checked the applause. No, all right. What I do want to check before I try and log in uh, is the opening scene. Oh, I know the intro and outro is gonna, because I didn't prime that scene. I know that's gonna take a second. So let's see. Oh, let me jump over here. Let's see how the glass shatter does in the intro. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know if you guys caught it, but on the glass shatter, the sound plays before the shatter. So I was trying to adjust that. Let me see if this adjustment fixed it. Uh, yeah, I need to shorten that delay just a tad. Uh, I currently have it at a let's do a half a millisecond. See if that times it up a little better. All right. Yeah, as you can see, that timed it a little better. Um, Hopefully they'll hold when, like I said, as I'm streaming more guests and stuff, and the processor gets a little more intensive. The animated overlays tends to run obviously slower. So, but I think that adjustment got it timed pretty good. Let's take another look at it real quick. Yeah, that timed it pretty good. Let's see. As you can see, the show intro came a little slow, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Uh, uh, Another thing I forgot to do. I'll probably try that. Try that tomorrow on my test tomorrow. Is try and create a Zoom meeting. I do have the capability of bringing guests in through Zoom. If they're not able to come in through the interview show link. So I probably should have tried that on the episode, but I haven't used. I didn't, and I haven't used a lot, and I didn't really like the video quality that came in. So I think on Zoom you have to request a higher video quality on your plan. Let's see. I wanted to test something else. So tomorrow I'm going to try creating a Zoom meeting and logging in through Zoom. But on this one, again, for anybody that happens to stop by this live stream test, please chime in, say hey, say how the broadcast is looking, where you're checking it out from, because any feedback is helping me kind of refine this. Really, right now, I'm trying to troubleshoot why my guests aren't able to log back in, getting kicked out, or if they happen to freeze or something. Um, let's see. I do want to check my activity monitor just to see uh, where my processor is at. Boy, I need. Yep, this Mac Mini is at the edge. It is at the edge. Man, swap used. Man, I need to take a shot of this screenshot. Excuse me while I take a screenshot of this. I'm troubleshoot. It helped me troubleshoot because I got 8 gigs. I'm using around 7 gigs. It's been floating 710. And I'm swapping about 2 gigs of space. Cache files. Okay. So yeah, but I already knew I was pushing this system with 8 gigs. You know, you try to afford what you can afford, and I should have got a minimum of at least 16. Let me jump over. Uh, Sorry, everybody, but you're getting to see me troubleshoot this. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and log in as a guest. Uh, I'm gonna try and log in as a guest from my other computer here, and see if it gives me fits. Like I said, I may need to try and a new guest link. I may need to try a new guest link uh, or reset this one. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me see. You know what? I'll disconnect. And they were also saying it might be because my phone continuity camera is maybe confusing it as to why. Let's see. Okay. It's ringing. All right. I guess it's ringing. Test, test. Well, you can't hear me. Let me see. Let me see. Let me unmute. Guess it already unmuted me. I had
I
it
had it
muted
muted
because
because
you're
you're
going
gonna
to
get
get
an
an echo
echo
from
from
all
all
of
of
this.
this.
And I'll talk. You can hear me. I'll mute this one, but I can talk. That's what I should have did yesterday. But as you can see, I am coming in as a guest, which, like I said, it's, you know, please, if anybody, I don't think I have anybody that's on here. No, I think that's me that's watching. Yeah, I think that's me. But if anybody is happens to check this out, I did bring myself in as a guest. Please let me know how it's playing across. It seems to be playing smoothly. No issues. Uh, I'm gonna kick myself out and try and come back in. I wonder how I can turn off. Well, continuity camera, because when I do use my camera on any app, laptop, my phone automatically, the camera for my phone activates so that I can use my phone as a camera. Sometimes that's annoying, but sometimes it's okay. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm really trying to stress test this, and jump from thing to thing. As you guys can see, I'm stretching on my other one right here. And solo. And it should be this easy every show. It should be this easy every show. But it never is. All right. I don't know what. I honestly, I'm honestly don't know. Hopefully, it was the me, rebooting my router network. Mm, but I haven't tried logging off, so let me not jump the gun here, kicking myself off yet. But it seems to be running smoothly. I'm wondering how, and see, I don't want to. Well, I am going to get separate ISOs uh, each time I log back in as a guest. It's going to start recording ISO. I had a bunch of ISOs from my laptop when I looked in the folder. Uh, and I think but I got to an hour before I at least got a message, and I don't even know if it actually stopped recording because I did have all my files. I didn't watch them all the way through, so I'm not sure where it might have stopped at and which camera. I'm assuming it's the USB one that it stops recording. But like I said, it seems to be, you know, and the scenes seem to be playing. They seem to be transitioning rather smoothly, as you can see, at least on my end. Uh, I know another thing I discovered that helps in the green room. You can watch your camera as a large screen and a smaller little screen of the actual broadcast below it, or you can swap it, watch the broadcast large and then watch your camera small. I found that if the guests watch their camera, they're not watching a delay because they are going to get a, if they're watching the broadcast large, they're going to see a slight delay. So that's another thing I got to remind my guests of, is to swap the camera view when they come into the green room. Because like I said, it does seem to help it play a little bit smoother. Uh, I need to adjust these comments on each of the scenes. On this scene, it plays they're good. If it's going to be the same on this scene too. Well, maybe not. Wow. Yep. See. Uh, okay. I'm gonna have to adjust the comments on each of the scenes so that they come in right. On scenes. Okay. I want to remember that. I don't want to try to sit through. But I am gonna just kind of get myself going. Mr. A, we had a good call the other day. I'm excited for your next interview of the women working in the space. I'm trying to get more women on the show, especially more women of color and especially more queer women. She's LBGTQ. I always get that LGBTQ. She's an LGBTQ woman of color. And then so always looking to get more on the show. And again, she's worked on some pretty interesting projects. So I'm looking forward to having her come on. So pray for us that this runs smoothly. I guess it's a testament of just how far the show has come. Because again, so many years in the show, I didn't nearly have this issue because I wasn't really pushing like just the quality of it, the equipment, the graphics, and everything. So let's see. All right. I want to make sure I get some shots of that since I am recording it. Like I said, this camera again. This is an old Logitech 1080p web camera, but it gives me a pretty good quality picture. Yeah. Okay. Looks a little dark on my monitor. With let's see. All right. Let's jump back here. We're still in. Yeah, it was kicking me out too for some reason the other day. uh, I would be jumping around from scenes. It probably wouldn't do that to a guest because there'll be, and I don't know, because I wasn't touching my screen. It just thought I wasn't there or what. But I would be jumping around from scene and kind of concentrate on that and look back at my thing, and it would be it would look show me that we kicked out. You would need to log back in or reconnect to the broadcast. It would say, and if I jump to the scene, that video would be frozen. So it was kicking me out, but it seems to be okay now. So again, hopefully, it was rebooting the rebooting my router back behind me here again, which I try and tell all my guests. Uh, they should be doing the broadcast from a desktop or at the very least iPad, but desktop for sure would be the ideal and hardwired. Ooh, am I? Did I turn that off? Oh, it's my volume. Which I am. I'm not running Wi-Fi. I only really use Wi-Fi on my laptop. All my other computers are hard. You got a Ethernet. I'm plugged in through Ethernet. Uh, because you could drop, you probably we will drop signals in frames. So let's see. I want to test. Obviously, want to test my graphics. See, and I don't know if it's because I let my computer go to sleep or what. Now, as you can see, I dropped out. Before it let me see if it'll let me reconnect. Okay. Let me reconnect. Uh, let me mute this. Okay. Okay. Let me reconnect. And that was pretty good because it kicked me out. I didn't even kick myself out. It kicked me out just as a happenstance. Let me swap this. So it let me log back in, which is a good sign, I guess. So let me continue to go through my little jumping around. Yeah. Guess solo. Mm. I want to try and make a comment. Let me see. Comment, comments. Guest chat. Uh, this is a private chat between the guest and the host, which I'm just testing. This is only going to come through on the, should only come through on my, yep, and it does, only comes through on my chat. Um, so that's a private chat between and the guests, comments, viewers, comments from the live viewers. I wonder why none showed up in the thing. Let me see. I wonder if I have to. Hmm. Came in. That came in okay. Um. Comments from live viewers. I have a panel here, comments from live viewers, but I'm wondering why they're not showing up in the panel. They're showing up in the broadcast, but I'm just wondering why they're not showing up in the guest comments panel. Which is, or maybe I have to have the show. I wonder if I have to have the show on. As a large. Let me see. No, they still don't show up. Mm. Thing is, though, he won't be able to. If I have them swap it, the the preview, the other window's really small, and he wouldn't be able to see the comments that I throw up because he's not that small. He'd have to flip his screen. Mm, yeah, yeah. That's, but I'm wondering. For those jumping on, I am not Dion Parsons, so this is a test, and yeah, so far, the stream seems to be running normally as it should, and I said I wasn't going to go like as long as I did last night for sure. I'm already at 47 minutes. It was about the same time, a little over an hour I went. Uh, like I said, I think I was at about an hour when I got that ISO message. So uh, this is not a bad test, though. But I haven't done it a few times. Let me kick myself out and see if I can log back in. All right. I'm gonna jump to the scene. Now I'm gonna kick myself out. Thanks for reconnecting. Kick myself out. Let me jump around. As you can see, I'm not in here anymore. So let's hope he can log back in and reconnect. Let's see. And there I am. And it seems to be coming in even quicker. Here we are. Oh, mute. Uh, and I seem to be coming in, connecting pretty quick. I know yesterday it was like there was a long delay sometimes when it did connect. Okay. Well, seems to be working like it should. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna jump over here. Yeah, and then I even have uh, the broadcast in expanded view. Still seems to be moving from scene to scene pretty good. So yeah. Okay. Let me go through the graphics again. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to really push it. So I'm trying to jump from scene to scene to see if that'll. Yep, and it did. It kicked me out. And I'm wondering if I'm well. Yeah, it can't be because if I'm not on the scene, if I'm not on the guest scene, it can't be because if I'm not on the guest scene, it kicked the guest out. As you can see, it's kicked me out again. And I don't think it's because I'm not on, I don't have the guest, on camera because I do go, like when I close out the show, it's just me for a few minutes. Um, and I have the guests waiting in the green room because I talked to them after the show and it hasn't kicked them out before. It's never kicked them out before. And so I've been able to go through the show, the outro for the show, and that's a few minutes. And the guest is still logged in. So that's very weird that it's doing that. And maybe it's only doing that because I'm using it from my laptop. I don't know. So, okay, let me try and reconnect. Let me see if it'll reconnect. Ah, now I'm waiting for host. Mm-mm-mm. Ah, see, now there's that slight delay. I'm logged in, but it's a little slight delay there. I don't like this. I don't think this MacBook Pro. Oops, let me mute this. I would think this. I think it's the lighting. I got some bad lighting right behind me here. Usually the video quality is pretty good from MacBook, but let's see my Spider Man there. But looks. I think that light gives it that yellow hue type of thing. Okay. Well, I think this is a good second test. Uh, Definitely going to try and create a Zoom and try and log in there and see how that looks as well. At least that'll give me a backup just in case they're not able to log in. I can give them that. All right. So, all right. Let me close out the show. Close it out. Close it out. All right. All right, let me do one more time. Kick myself out and try and log back in. Okay. All right. All right. Hmm. Man, oh
Man, oh
man.
man.
I and I truly hope that we've seen the last, well, not the last, but we've seen a good portion of these issues gone that I was dealing with. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. And it looks like I'm still streaming on uh, my channels there. Uh, looks like. Uh, yeah. Okay. Like I said, as long as I know Restream is going, I know Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube should be going. Definitely YouTube and Facebook. I can have some issues with it for sure, even with Restream going. Uh, and Instagram is rolling like a charm. Let me check out. I always like looking at it on my phone. So let me check it out on my phone. See if it's playing. Yeah. Yeah. That looks cool. Yeah. Let me see if my avatar comes in. Didn't the other day, or at least not for LinkedIn. I think it was. Okay. So I just commented from. No, it didn't come in. That's weird. What to do that? See, let me throw it in. This is this is from my Instagram, but for some reason it's not pulling my profile picture, which is weird. Got you, Marvo. And my profile picture is not showing up. I guess I gotta check that on my I'm on the personal profile. personal Instagram profile. That's how I'm viewing it. So, all right, I'm getting feedback. Uh, let me try LinkedIn. I think my LinkedIn profile picture shows up. Uh, and as you can see, well, I think I froze. I think it kicked me out because my computer went to sleep. It did. Uh, I'm gonna kick myself out. Um, I want to see. Okay, I am live. Okay, I gotta try streaming vertically to oh, delay there. Yeah, there's a delay in LinkedIn. I'm watching it in LinkedIn. Uh, wait, where am I? I'm watching it in LinkedIn. It's like it's a few second delay. Uh, but I want to try streaming horizontally or vertically to LinkedIn or Facebook or the ones that I normally stream horizontally to. Cause I have posted, vertical videos to LinkedIn, so I guess I could post or stream vertically now that I'm able to stream both ways. But I wanted to see if I could add a comment. That's what I was checking. This is LinkedIn. This is from LinkedIn. Post. Let's see. Okay. Okay. That came through. Um, I'm thinking it's just the restream ones come through. Um, I might have to check my Instagram profile. Yeah. Some reason it's not coming through on my Instagram. Now let's see if I can log back in. Uh, let's see if it'll let me log back in. All right. Oh, and it does. uh, let's me pop back in. There we
There we
are.
are.
Oh, let me
Let me
mute
mute
myself.
myself.
Okay. So this seems, and I haven't even gotten an ISO message. I just crossed the hour. Uh, turn that down. But it seems to be working pretty good. Okay, I want to post from. I want to comment from YouTube. So I want to comment from YouTube. Okay, I'm live. Uh, you guys can help me get to 1,000, man. I am still trying to get over that last little bit to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I should be able to hit it before, but man, let's see, last few are the hardest. All right, just checking in from YouTube. Yeah, if I'm thinking correctly, the avatar or the picture should come through. All right, and from YouTube. right, let's see if my comment comes in. Yeah. There we are. Just checking in from YouTube, baby. All right. All right. Well, oh, did I do Facebook? I don't think I did my Facebook page. Let me check it. From the group. From the group. All right. Sorry about that. Uh, trying to get to my group. All right. Let's check out the live. All right. All right. Now checking in on Facebook. All right. Let's see if it comes through. Might not. Facebook is always, you know. Facebook one is not coming through. It shows up on the Facebook page, but it's not pushing the post. Hmm. Yeah, it's not showing up in my comments. Mm. Uh, this is Facebook. Let me try it here. This Facebook. Uh, says it's just posting. Hmm. Yeah, see, like I said, Facebook one. Yeah, that's weird, weird, weird. But I am still logged in. Okay. Yeah, I'm still logged in, and guess I can cancel out of this. This is not okay. Uh, yeah, seems to be. Man, oh man. Okay. All right. Well, this is a good test enough for this evening. All right. I will be back for another test tomorrow, and I'll be doing the Zoom room. I'll be logging in from Zoom and seeing how that works. And again, hopefully that'll give me another option. So, all right. Thanks for everybody that did stop by. Cheers. Let me get to this camera. Cheers. I want to make sure I end the show like I normally would. Anyway, cheers, guys.